Welcome to the Secret Spirits Scotch Whisky Advent Calendar, 5th edition, 2018. Um, I'm about to start on another one, but first of all, I got to calibrate my palate with something. I can't just go into tasting one of these things just straight off without having had anything before. Today I'm making a departure from the usual. Usually I'm having a blended Scotch, but this time I'm going to have a 40 Creek Heritage, which is a Canadian whiskey, and I'm going to see how that calibrates my palate and sort of experiment a little bit, since this whole Advent calendar is about experimenting. Well, let's go. There's our whiskey Advent calendar. We were looking for day number 14, or is it 15? I believe it's 15. There it is. Third from the top on the left. That one right there. Let's not look at the label. Come back here and do it some justice. Okay, I'm shutting everything off for the next half hour or so I can do this thing some justice. What I have here is a clean Glencairn glass. I also have the sample. This is the day 15 sample of the Secret Spirits Scotch Whisky Advent Calendar 5th edition. Day 15. This is day 15. Here we go. Let's just pour us a dram here. I do not know what this is. I have not seen the label. I will put the bottle sideways, and it's got some bubbles on the sides of the glass. So we'll see. It's probably a high ABV once again, as most of these have been. A couple were surprising in that they were low, like 83, not 83, 43%. That would be 86 proof. Some of them were like that. Today I had a different approach to my calibration. I had 2 drams, not just one. I had a 40 Creek Heritage and I had a Highwood 90. So 2 Canadian whiskeys, one blended, and another one was straight up corn. And this, definitely Islay. Or maybe not. But there's some peat. There's some peat smoke, no doubt about it. There is some sherry cask influence. Right away, I would tend to lean towards Laphroaig, Ardbeg, or Lagavulin. It's got that peat and it's got that sherry. Now that's just my first impression. My first impression on the nose. There's probably more to it than that. I'm already getting some hints of citrus that come along with the peat. But then there's some sherry cask, I think. Oh yes. Okay. I'm getting some citrus notes. Orange, lemon, lime. Heavy on the lime. Wow. There's peat in there, definitely. I'm not too sure if it's a bonfire peat or more medicinal. I'd be leaning towards more medicinal, but it's covered over by this sherry cask influence. It's quite pungent, not in a bad way. Oh, wow. And there's definitely a lot of alcohol in there because I'm getting just a tiny tingle on the nose from it. A tingle on the nose that resembles cotton candy. Oh, this is glorious. On the nose alone, this is wonderful. Wow. You know, I got a real snootful there, and somewhere in that snootful, there's a strong waft of banana. There it is again. Banana with peated and with sherry. And with a lot of lime. And there's banana again. There's a cereal note. And there's something that resembles, whoa, rotting vegetation. You know, like a compost pile when you throw deformed vegetables from the garden onto a compost pile with a lot of grass and greens from the vegetables. And there are things like pumpkin innards and squash. And you throw that all on a compost pile and it begins to rot. And that's what this smells like. But not in a bad way. Strong lime component. We're getting Irish Spring soap once again. You know, I hadn't smelled Irish Spring deodorant soap on whiskey very much until I started getting into these cask strength peated numbers that are coming out of this whiskey advent calendar. This is, oh, can't get enough of that. This is rather young, I'm sure. You know, it could even be a blend. It could even be a blend of, oh, a blend of sherry cask matured or finished Islay whiskeys. Because I'm getting some of the Lagavulin in there. I'm getting some of the Laphroaig in there. I'm not getting so much Ardbeg as I am Lagavulin and Laphroaig. Oh, that is interesting. I could keep nosing this for a long time, even though it only says like 7 or almost 8 minutes. It feels like a longer time. What is that other? There's another note that I'm trying to put my finger on. Ah, it's almost as if there's a virgin oak finish to this. I'm getting sawdust and cedar wood and door planings. What seemed like a straightforward peated sherry finished dram at the beginning has more complexity. And it's you know what? This could be another Glen Glassaw. It might not be Islay peat at all because the peat has been fading quickly. I would not be surprised if it's a similar curve. Yeah. Sugar. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Oh gosh. A lounge singer's voice on on a late 60s, early 70s pop tune. You can make my life so sweet. Hey, hey, hey. Oh man. This is another one of those that changes every time I take a snootful. I'm getting something different. But I am getting a malty character covered over by that lime. You know, as time goes on, the influence of the sherry cask, or what I thought was a sherry cask, is getting to be less and less. That which reminded me of red ripe fruits has morphed towards citrus, lime, lemon, that kind of thing. I'm still getting a bit of a burn on the nose from the high alcohol. I'm going to taste it now, and then I'm going to add some water and see what happens. Mm. 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 Mouth-watering. Very mouth-watering. Initially, I got wood, but not the caramel and vanilla type of thing. I just got sawdust at first. And then there's a mouthful of citrus. It's lime, it's lemon, it's a little bit sweet. And that's mostly what I'm getting right now. Lime and lemon. But that was only the first sip. The first sip is never representative of what the whiskey's going to be like. Oh, lots of tingling from the alcohol. Okay, I forgot to look at the legs. I might as well do that before we put any water in it. What do you see? What do you see? What do I see? Do you see what I see? Slow, thick, viscous is what I see. Look at those drops just hanging there and slowly sliding down. Mmm. Ah. Okay, second sip. Not anywhere near as strong as the first. I'm getting a lot of lime. I'm not getting as much sawdust. But now, on the aftertaste, I am getting oak. A lot of oak on the aftertaste. So now that this has been going for almost 15 minutes, there's a lot of lime, a bit of lemon, some lemon zest and orange zest, that kind of thing. That's citrus. And maybe some grapefruit too, especially the grapefruit pith. Heavy citrus. And now that sawdust, those door planings on the palate, it's like oak, 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 strong oak. The oak is almost pushing the citrus into the back seat with what it's giving. I think this needs a bit of water to bring the proof down a little bit and to maybe unlock some of the flavors that are sticking to those alcohol molecules. And maybe this will round it out a little bit. Damn, if anything, I'm learning a whole pile from doing these cask strength scotches, because here in Canada, or at least this part of Canada, we don't get a lot of cask strength scotches. We just don't. The government sees cask strength on the label and it says, oh no, we must protect the public from itself. And they don't bring it in. So we get a lot of things at 40%, 43%, 46%, 48% even, and 50%. But if it's more than about 51 or 52, if it says cask strength on it, and it's a Scotch, no, ixnay on that. It's not coming into BC. So my education in terms of this kind of juice was kind of rarefied and limited up until this point. But I'm getting a lot of high ABV scotches, which is something that I was missing before. And lemon. It's still strong. Lemon. Lemon and oak. Lemon and oak. Lemon and oak sawdust. I'm still getting a tingle on my nose when I take a breath. Again, taste it. If anything, the water has made that overpowering citrus a little bit less powering and has brought out the oak. I'm getting some bitterness from the oak, some tannins, some mouth-watering bitterness. And it's hanging on. What was a tingling before is a bitterness now. And dry. It's astringent. I was not getting a slippery mouthfeel at all. I was getting more of an acidic thing. The acidic would go along with the citrus, I suppose. Maybe. Ah, lemon. Lemon on the nose. Lemon, lemon, lemon. Lemon. Rear Emil. Lemon morphing into lime a little bit. Citrus out the yin yang. Let's get a little bit more water in there and see what happens. Wow. I'm not sure what to make of this dram. This will bring the ABV right down. Probably to the point where you can't call it a whiskey anymore. But let's see. Still a whole bunch of lime in there. Wait, maybe I've got it down to the point. There's a hint of bubblegum. Hubba Bubba. Bubblegum. Original flavor. None of this banana and cherry stuff. This is the original flavor Hubba Bubba. Okay, I think I killed it. On the taste. A little bit of salty briny. Salty briny and white pepper. I'm still getting citrus on the nose. The Hubba Bubba's gone. Lime. Okay. I've beaten this thing to death. See what it is. Ah, Secret Spirits, Kalila, aged 8 years, single malt Scotch Whisky, distilled in 2009. Is that what it says? 2009. Cask type bourbon. Cask number SS006. Region Islay. Really? 59.5% alcohol by volume. This did not make me think of Kalila at all. I've never had a Kalila with so much citrus to it. Very interesting. But I did get the peat. This is interesting, very interesting. Let's see if I can get a few drops more out of that into my glass. Kalila. Huh. Fabulous. Very nice. You know, it's strange. At first I thought it was a sherry cask matured, but you saw that, didn't you? And I thought it was Islay peat. Yeah, I got some Islay peat there, and then I had my doubts about that. And then I got a lot of citrus. And I can't say that I've tried every Islay there is, or every Kalila there is. Oh, but it's only 8 years old. I have a Kalila 15 that's unpeated, that's high ABV, that would go good after this. That's what I might do. Okay, well, without any more deliberations, and I don't want to waste your time too much, I will say slanchava, and to the best of your health.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.